Boy, welcome back, sports fans. Mike Kretz here, and we've got a lot to get to tonight. Let's kick off the coverage with Palisade's homecoming game against Conifer. Let's get you out to Stoker right now. And this is where Conifer found success early, going around those edges, get as far away from that big D line as possible, and it sure did work on that opening drive here. A pitch out to Gage Womack. Should point out this is on 4th and 4, but he is going to find some great downfield blocking, picking up the first down and more. Came close to scoring. The Dogs would hold him on first, hold him on second. Here's that third down play. Zach Zalfa with the quarterback keeper. He's going to get in. Lobos strike first, 7-0. Palisade almost go 3 and out in their opening drive here on 3rd and 9. A pitch to Fallon Salvati. He gets stuffed, but a face mask is a call. You don't want to give Palisade extra downs, and that's what they do. But watch the run here from Rhett Ward, picking up the first down and then some. And then he was just going to be the name of the game. Hard-nosed, rushing up the middle, just picking up chunk after chunk. Almost breaks one right here for a touchdown, saving tackle coming up. But no such luck here. Watch Malachi Espinoza keep it. Makes a big cut on Conifer's quarterback / safety. That arm tackle is not going to take down Espinoza. Bulldogs counter the opening shot with a 7-point drive of their own. Let's get to the second quarter, and let's get back to Rhett Ward just thumping away up the middle. And when that starts to happen, you start to key on him. And when that happens, Espinoza starts finding lanes. Watch him here on the keeper. Look how he sucked the Lobo defense away from him. Nice key block, and just Espinoza hits the Jets. Lobos diving, but not going to catch him. Palisade take the 14-7 lead, and it looks like Conifer is ready to respond. This is a really well-executed play here for Gage Sims, who picks up the first down. But it's important to note, Rhett Ward wasn't just doing it on the offensive end. How about on defense, too? Coming up with an important fumble recovery to give the Bulldogs the ball back with 5 minutes left in the half. And Ward, he really had his fingerprints all over that first half. Again, with another hard-nosed run up the gut. How about Espinoza? It looks like he was thinking about passing here, but quickly decides to run it and making more moves, this time on a linebacker for big yards. And even when it looked like plays were going to be busted, watch him stay upright here. Find the edge. Not just the edge, how about the end zone? 21-7 Bulldogs at half. Did I mention Palisade receiving to start the second half? Good thing I was ready with my camera, because Gerardo Marquez buys a split second for his blockers, hits the lane, and then turns on that serious speed. Be careful with your downfield blocks. No one's going to catch him. How about an 83-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to start the second half? That's an achievement for sure on homecoming night, but Conifer do respond here. Zalfa kind of running for his life. No secret, the Lobos trying to get to the air and get back into it. Crossbody throw to Gage Warmack. It's a big pickup for the Lobos, but this one going to be even bigger. The Zalfa-Womack connection again, but Womack decides to come back against what you'd think would be the run-up play. Even the quarterback is getting a little chip downfield. Womack finds the pylon to make it 28-14. And that's about the time I had to leave. Let's get you to the final scoreboard, shall we please? How about 42-21 Palisade? That's your final. Should mention a bit of a scary moment with a Conifer player going down late in the third quarter. He was down for some time too. Want to wish him all the best, and a congrats to the Bulldogs for wrapping up non-league play with a win. Let's get over to Antonio, who has some highlights from the Central Fruita softball game.
We pick things up in the top of the first, 0-0 score. That's until Kennedy Viz comes up to the plate. She's going to send this one over the center field wall, and that is a 2-shot homer that has the Warriors up 2-0 early. Moving along, top of the second, still 2-0 Warriors, and Sedona Johnston is going to hit one out to left field. That outfielder can't wrangle in the ball. That's going to send in another run, giving the Warriors the 3-0 lead. And the Warriors is essentially harvesting runs at this point. Olivia Litzen is going to lift one that fits right into the gap between the outfielder and infielder. That's going to drive in another run, pushing the Warriors' lead to 4-0. Next up, Bailey Ritterbush. She's going to hit one out to left field, which drives into this second run. We're going to have a play at a plate, but Jasmine Finn slides in clean, and that's going to give the Warriors the 6-0 lead. But the Wildcats wouldn't go without a fight, though. Here, Lauren Lee hits a 2-run homer. That's going to touch just over that yellow line. That sends 2 runs in. Fruita would have a valiant comeback, but would end up falling to the Warriors by a final score of 9-7. Sticking with the Wildcats, Jocelyn has more with Fruita Volleyball.
Thanks, Antonio. Yeah, I made it out to Fruita where the Wildcats were hosting the Montrose Indians. The first set was a battle from the beginning. The Indians put the ball up, Madison Matouche spiking this one down for the first point of the night. But Fruita can't keep up. The Wildcats able to get this one over the net. Montrose keeping it alive. Matouche trying for another spike, but Brady Thomason is there to block it. With Montrose down 9-8, Fruita's serve. Sarah Imus puts it up there. They're going to find Kelsey Rocco, and she tips it over the net just out of her opponent's reach. And with that, the Indians would pull ahead. They find themselves up 16-11 in the first set. That is until Fruita's side rallies and Jillian Buck comes in for the spike and the points, getting Fruita tied up. And once they score this time, they never look back. With one last push from Bailey Sparks, Fruita wins set 1 with a final score of 25-22. To the second set we go, the Wildcats with a much better start this time. With some errors by Montrose and great offense by the white and blue, Fruita is up 5-0. Montrose finally getting their chance at it, Avery Waite with the diving save, but it's not enough to stop Jaden Key from getting that first Indians point. But in the end, Fruita would take set 2 and win the match 25-22, 25-12, 25-11. Well, for now, that's all of our time for Mike Kretz and Antonio Clark. I'm Jocelyn Stafford, and we'll be right back.